That shit is crazy. Oh! He's dead, and
That's what happened when you leave the right in a fucking phrase, you bitch! I gave you 18 years of my fucking life! I'm outside. I saw you. 18 fucking years! Baby! 18 fucking years!
Oh my gosh, yo, this man is straight laying on the concrete. I think he survived. I'll have to look it up, but essentially what happened was obviously domestic dispute, and the lady ran this guy over. Apparently, he was her husband, and as you can see, she proceeds to abuse him further and yells at him as he's laying on the ground. He probably had to play dead, and unfortunately, yeah, he was severely abused by this woman. But I mean, as silly as it may look, it's pretty serious, to be honest. And in all honesty, I've been in a abusive relationship before, where I was the abused. I'm thinking like, dude, I'm a man. You would think like as a man, you're the one who's the abuser, but in my case, the opposite was true. I was the one being abused, and that was the main reason why I left that relationship, even though we had kids together. It sucked. It really did. But hey, you know, I'm not going to take abuse. If you're going to beat on me, I'm just not going to take it. So I'm out. And yeah, I was talking about this last night with a friend of mine. You know, I was asked, well, why did you leave? You know, were you really not to blame? Was she really to blame? What's her side of the story? And I really can't show you her side of the story per se, but I can give you my side of the story. So one example of what happened was one year I went to visit family with my significant other, and we had 2 kids at the time, and we were visiting my family. And as we're driving back up to Delaware where we lived, she told me to pull over because we've been driving for so long, and she wanted to get a hotel with her and the kids. Oh, and by the way, it can't be a cheap hotel because even though we were on a budget and we were on one income, it had to be a really nice hotel. And I'm like, why can't we stay here? There's nothing wrong with this hotel. But it wasn't good enough. So we had to leave the hotel that I got for us and go find another one that suited her needs and suited her high wine taste on our beer budget. So unfortunately, in this process from going from driving and then to the hotel, between that time frame, she was slapping me, punching me, pulling my shirt, attacking me as I'm driving. Mind you, we had kids in the car. And yeah, I was just in shock. Like, I can't believe you're doing this over you asking me to get a hotel room. So at first I was trying to tell her, hey, you know, we don't have money for that. We need to continue driving and get home. I can make it. I'm fine. I'm not sleepy. So, but she didn't like that answer and therefore started beating me. So I'm like, you're crazy. Crazy bitch. Anyway, so anyway, we got to the hotel. The one that I chose, she thought it was terrible. She thought it was gross. And I'm like, what do you expect? I have one income. All right. We're working with one income here. And I don't have a big savings account. Okay. We might have had like $500 in the bank. And I think we even made the trip to see my family on my credit card. So I'm like, hey, you can't really expect me to pay a lot of money to get a hotel room when we could continue driving. So anyway, long story short, she abused me, and this went on for a few months after the kids. And so her true colors showed. I finally said, forget you. I'm calling my pastor. And I called my pastor, was able to find a church member who took me into their basement for $100 a month, and I slept on a blow-up mattress. So that was my life for 6 months until she moved back to her city, which was in Miami. And yeah, so that was the end of that, my friend. And it's really shameful that women just get really upset. And in this particular video, I'm not trying to paint black women as angry black women, even though my ex-wife was a black woman. There's plenty of angry white women that do the same thing. Case in point would be, is it Johnny Depp? I think Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp. Ex-wife. What was her name? Like this chick right here. I think this is the chick that abused him. Girlfriend? I don't know. Help me out, people. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was Amber. Okay, so this lady here, case in point. All right, white chicks are no better. Okay, they do the same thing. Anyway, so this particular woman abused her husband, as you all know, pretty severely. So I can relate, man. Like, I've been there, and as you can see, I'm a very masculine kind of man. So it happens to the best of us. So don't feel bad, man. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, everybody wants to kind of poke fun and, you know, make it out to be a joke. And it's not a joke, man. Like, people really freaking get abused over this sort of stuff. And it's really unfortunate. And here would be like a good example. Let's see. I mean, it is funny. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, like, you know, it has like a funny feel to it when we see a man getting abused, or, you know, if a woman slaps a man, it's kind of funny. But I mean, all jokes aside, people, it's no fun when you're on the receiving end. And yeah, I mean, my mother raised me right to never hit a woman. So I have that instilled in me. And, you know, it was kind of like a shock when I had a woman beat on me. It was like, whoa, what do you think you're doing? And yeah, I had to, at one point I had to run for my life. She chased me down the road with a knife in her hand. I mean, I was like, what is your problem? But not to badmouth my ex. She is a great mother. She does a great job with the kids. The kids are very well behaved and do very well in school. But yeah, I mean, it's just kind of sucky knowing that this woman who has complete control of my children's life just used to abuse the heck out of me and won't let me see my kids. So anyway, that's kind of it for this little video. I hope you guys take this as an awareness lesson. Like, hey, please don't beat on men. I mean, it's yes, we're bigger, stronger, faster, blah 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 blah. But you know, you wouldn't want that done to you. So yeah, don't do what this lady did and run your husband over and then proceed to talk shit and throw stuff on him. Lady, chill out. It's not that serious, okay? He's probably very injured right now.
Yo, what child is that? Get the baby the fuck out of here!
My society. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little video. You know, leave a comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and let me know what you'd like to see next.